All right, welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Rankaholics podcast. I'm your host, Gianluca, and obviously I'm joined by my co-hosts.
My name is Jordan.
Again. And we got Pat this time with us. Well, every time. I don't know.
Damn, good job, bro.
Why?
Yeah, every time.
Every time the introduction gets worse.
It does. We've actually deteriorated. Pat's not going to talk. I thought you weren't going to talk this much this episode.
Sorry.
You're sick. We've
Yeah.
run him.
You're
I'm
only
fine.
you're only 85%. Be quiet.
We've run him into the ground. So, actually, it's his DoorDash.
We got to go to one episode a month now.
Yeah, it's your DoorDash adventures, actually.
Right.
And then joining us today is a good friend. I was going to say good friend of the show, but I've said that for everyone. So, best friend of mine, Luke.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning
What's
in.
his last name?
Don't worry about that.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's confidential.
Okay.
How you been? It's been a while.
It's been a while. Been busy, working a lot.
Yep, you're moving to Arizona.
I am. Next this Monday coming up.
Dang.
Or Tuesday. Monday's my last day of work. Work at the post office.
And then your first day is on your birthday, right? Down in
Yep,
Arizona?
I'm heading down there the 10th. I'm going to leave the 10th. I'll get there the 11th because it's a 20-hour drive. And then, August 14th, my 21st birthday, and I'm starting to work.
And you'll
It'll be
celebrate it
great.
with a slice of cake and go to bed.
Have you already
yeah.
been to Arizona already?
Oh, yeah. I went down a few weeks ago.
How's the heat?
I love it.
Yeah, is it nice?
Really?
Is it good? Is it good kind of heat though?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Much more fun.
It's because it's really dry.
Yeah.
So the first day I was down there when I was looking for my apartment, I sat by the pool
Mm-hmm.
and just laid in the sun,
Yeah.
sweating, and I just loved it so much. It was so nice.
So you're going to become an Arizona Cardinal fan now?
No,
Dude,
But-
now you can go to Cardinal Seahawks games.
my dad bought tickets already,
Oh, did he?
Oh my
Mhm.
gosh.
so me and him are going.
To the Cardinal Seahawks
Mhm.
ones.
That's cool. That's cool. That's all right.
That'd be cool.
We're gonna go to Kansas City. So.
Undecided.
What? Why would you
Wait,
not?
hold on, Kansas. Oh, that's for Kansas City Green Bay game.
Yeah, dude. Why
That's
would,
pretty good.
Yeah,
game.
your mom and dad want to go to that one, so I'm gonna go with them. I would have liked to watch Aaron Rodgers or Patrick Mahomes
Mm.
No,
live.
yeah.
Also, it's Aaron Rodgers last
Right.
season, so last chance I get to see him in a
Is
package.
Last
Is
season in
that-
Green Bay.
Is that confirmed?
In Green Bay. It's on the table, but probably gonna happen. If I
Curious
had to
how this
guess.
season's gonna go for him with all the
I think he's ready to go. He looks
drama.
pretty sharp already.
The pass that he had into the I don't know if you saw it. There was a clip. I don't know how far out he was, but he threw
Yeah,
it into
right into the net. Yeah, I saw
yeah.
that. He's locked in already.
Oh yeah, I mean, I just hope so. I want to draft him. I draft him or Devontae Adams in fantasy.
Dude, I think it'll be a good year for the Packers, regardless of what happened in the offseason. He's all in, so not too worried about it.
I was gonna ask a really dumb question and be like, "Is it a disappointment if they don't win the Super Bowl this year?" But,
Absolutely.
especially after posting the Last Dance. Now there's like some. I mean, obviously there's been pressure
Yeah.
going on in Rodgers' career, but anyway,
If any year's the year, it's
Yeah.
this year. So.
right. And if he doesn't win this year, then
Whatever. Seattle's going all the way this year.
we hope so.
Yeah, well.
Wilson's locked in too.
Yeah, did you see his
Yeah.
mugshot?
Yeah, I did see
He looks
that.
so super.
I saw-
Everyone in the comments was like, "Man, he's out for blood this year."
I saw one that was like, "Oh, he's mad he didn't get MVP," and the comments like, "Well, if you play,
Play the full
more
season."
than the whole season, not just 5 weeks, you might get it."
Dude, that happened the year previous too.
Yeah, he always has this really good stretch at the beginning, and then
It's usually the back half. It usually starts
Yeah.
off slow. But okay, so today's topic, we're doing the greatest moments in sports history. I actually have a different question before then that I saw on Instagram. I'm going to ask you guys. All right, you have 4 years to train and win a bronze in one of these sports to win $50 million. Okay, which sport do you think you could do? All right, and I'll read you.
I saw this.
You saw this? Okay,
I didn't, so
you didn't. Okay.
it's fresh for me.
I already got my answer.
All right. Was there any that come off the top of your head that you think you could do?
Basketball, because I could sit on the bench and win.
4 years. You get 4 years to train.
Yeah, I could ride the bench. Do you see that USA team, dude? I'm literally set. I don't need to play. I get my gold medal and go.
Not a bad idea.
Is there any that you think you could do off the top of your head?
Oh well, baseball
Okay.
was in it again, obviously.
Yeah, that's true. All right. So
Who
I'll read
plays
these.
on the baseball team?
That's what I was thinking.
Because I know there's near the playoffs, so obviously none of the star players are on it, but they're still winning. So who's
Who
on
is
the
playing?
team?
I don't know.
College
Actually,
college players.
I saw a couple of the people. And
Maybe.
I'm like, who are you?
Yeah, I was like, hey,
Are we-
we in the gold medal game, so.
Look, I don't know much about baseball, but we that much better in baseball than other countries.
I mean,
because aren't they in the gold
I
medal?
think Japan's pretty good.
Well,
Yeah.
baseball is America's pastime, so we take it.
Is
kinda
it?
seriously.
Is it?
Yeah.
Look, I know that's an old saying,
Listen,
but I don't
listen,
think
it's not going to be replaced by anything else.
football.
Nope.
What was the thing? What
He
did you say?
said America.
Baseball
Baseball
is
is America's
America's
pastime.
It's pretty old.
It's a pretty
Yeah.
old saying.
It's
I'd say,
came from
look,
pretty far
I'm
away.
like, I know you're a baseball guy, and we're not baseball guys, but
I
like,
mean, I used to be a baseball guy, so I can kind of agree with that statement.
no, yeah, but now are you talking about now?
Oh,
It's
now is it still?
That's what I'm saying.
I think a lot of people still love it just as much as they did
I
before.
mean, that's true. It does get overshadowed by
It's
football
the third
Yeah.
most popular
and
sport.
basketball, probably.
Yeah,
That's the first two, but still, I mean, it's baseball.
right. It's
You go to a
baseball.
ballpark.
It's the oldest.
Grab
one
a
of the
hot
oldest
dog, you know.
sports.
yeah,
Yeah.
golf.
Nothing beats it. Golf is good in its own way too.
Let me get back to these sports. Okay, we got 3-on-3 basketball. Interesting. That's finally added after.
You know, I play a lot of Hoop Fest, so I feel like I could probably do that. I mean, I never won past 2 games in Hoop Fest, but like still.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. We haven't
So
make
I
this-
could compete.
I could compete. You get 4 years to train, but we train all the time. So
How many teams? Is there only like 4 teams? Hopefully, 3
Luca's
teams?
on the other side. So
Oh, easy. He just lost.
all right. Archery. This is one I think I could do. is
If you got
archery.
4 years to
Like,
train?
if I got 4 years to train,
4 years.
Easily.
Easy.
I think Sam could easy.
Sam.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
he's
that-
pretty
Juliano,
good at
Juliano
archery.
was pretty good at archery.
Yeah.
Here's the thing with archery, I would just screw around when I got
Yeah,
it.
that's all we
It's
did
like,
when we. That's all we did
all I
when we
would
had
do.
archery in school.
I'd be like pointing at the target and like,
But the thing
Got
is, in school, what was the furthest we were? Like, not very far at all.
It was like
How
But,
far?
I
are they
mean,
usually?
it was just across.
I think
across
Olympics
the-
is, and they're like spot on. I mean, like
Yeah.
right,
But, like, a kid-
perfect every
I
time.
get 4 years to train, so and I'm just aiming for bronze.
Yeah,
And
that's
keep-
true.
Keep in
Yeah.
mind, train doesn't mean just practicing the same thing. It's getting your body in shape and all that stuff too.
Yeah, archery. I'm
Yeah,
in-
yeah,
I'm in the weight room. No, that's
Wait,
I
wait,
mean,
wait.
that's what training means. If you do it or not, that's your call. But you know,
I saw a video and it was these guys. It's an Olympic sport. It's like people who are power walking.
Yeah,
I would kill at that, dude. My thought walk is on point. Like,
that
dude,
that was an Olympic sport.
dude, yeah, I saw it and they were like this.
Wow.
yeah.
I'm like, what? Is this seriously a sport in the
I was-
Olympics?
I was driving to my parents' house today to pick up my stately box, and there was a lady just doing some power walking. I was like, dude, she is getting
As soon
some
as I saw it,
speed.
yeah.
Well, you know what it is.
Yeah,
Serious 5 miles per hour there.
No, it's the dads that got into the curling, and then the moms wanted their own sport, so they did
Yeah.
power.
These were
walking.
guys
Jealous,
doing
That's
it.
what it was. They were jealous.
Okay.
These
Well,
were
they-
not. These
they
were not
the
women.
They were the
These
guys that didn't make the curling.
I literally,
Power walking.
I literally saw that video and like came out of my room like this. I was like, dude, I'm pretty fast at this.
You just gotta like, it's like you're walking to the bathroom, but you can't like let it out. So you gotta.
Yeah,
walk
you're holding in for a while.
And
And
when you're really holding it in,
Yeah.
gotta get there, gotta get
Clenching.
I think that's how I'd actually train. Is just like holding in for a while and
There
like
you
make
go.
myself like,
Okay, so let's see. We got artistic gymnastics.
what is
I
that?
would rock
You like
that. I'll
paint
wear the
while you
hair
like,
and everything.
Well, it's
while you do a flip.
Yeah, or
You
like
gotta
you
do
dance to
natural.
music or whatever.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
that
like
makes
do the
sense.
like the
The
run and
flips
flip
and, like-
thing, and then they're like
Yeah.
dancing and stuff.
And then there's artistic swimming. So it's
Same
this,
thing,
but in
I'm
the
pretty
water.
good
They
Swimming, yeah.
dance in the water.
I could do that. I'm
This
a
one
pretty
just
good
says
dancer.
athletics. So I'm not really sure what that means.
So none of
Dude,
us.
athletics.
Can you do any of them? That's
Yeah.
what that means.
Badminton. Dude, badminton
Okay,
is
if I
crazy.
train for 4 years, yeah, I think I can.
I
I,
don't
think
know,
I can
dude.
compete. Yes, I think I can
Badminton.
compete. I think I'd probably hit my partner by accident if he did doubles.
Golf. You might have the
No.
no.
Nope.
Okay. Handball.
You gotta.
I've been doing golf for like
yeah.
12
you
years,
have
so
to be really good at golf.
Yeah.
To make the cut.
And even for you've been playing for years, and
yeah. I mean, if I played nonstop for 4 years, I still would not be able to make
Right.
the cut. I feel bad for the 2 golfers who have to go into the military because they had to at least get a bronze, or else, and they're like, I think it was like South Korea or something like that, or else
Intense.
they have to do 2 years in the
they
military.
didn't get it.
And so yeah,
And where?
So,
South
I think it's
Korea.
either South Korea or North Korea, somewhere in Korea.
Korea.
It was Kim.
Yeah.
Made him.
I was like, that sucks.
Handball.
Okay, that one I
So-
think I could do.
I didn't know it's an Olympic sport, but what the heck? We played it so much in
Oh yeah,
PE
that was grade school. Yeah.
in grade school. If I had known that was an Olympic sport,
What is handball?
it's like
You
basically
throw it.
you
at
take
it's
the
like
ball.
basketball.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
Oh, I loved that.
Yeah. So it's
Oh,
like
those were the
Fifth
best
and
memories
sixth
right
grade,
there. Yeah.
dude.
When they had that thing in
Yes,
the parking
in the
lot at the
parking lot.
mountain, we would go in there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we could do handball.
handball. Hockey? No.
No,
Not a chance.
not a chance. My legs would be dead. I'd be broken. I'd be a
Right.
broken person.
Yeah. Judo?
No.
Still no.
No.
What is judo?
It's like
Taekwondo.
a type of
something
martial
Yeah,
art.
martial arts,
yeah.
something like that.
And then you got karate. There's two kinds of karate. There's karate kata and karate kumita. I probably pronounced that wrong.
You probably did, but
Yeah, you definitely.
just move on.
Anyway,
Move on.
Every
I can't
kid.
even
Okay,
see it. It's a disgrace.
baseball or softball? You need a
I could
baseball?
probably do softball. Yeah.
Is it
If
like
they throw
is
it,
it like the beer league softball?
Yeah,
Where you
that's what I was
lob it and
thinking.
somebody's just like,
that's what
Okay,
I was
well,
thinking of.
It's actually funny because it says baseball softball and then it says baseball and then it says baseball softball and then softball, but then it has two different pictures. So I'm not really sure what that like baseball and softball and the baseball. I don't know why. Men's and women's.
that looks like a baseball player swinging. That's
Right, but then
definitely a softball pitcher.
anyway. Basketball.
This guy.
I don't know why it's listed twice though. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
All right, there's basketball.
I already made my reason for basketball.
Yeah.
We could all win a medal in basketball.
We just have to ride the bench.
Yeah. Just
All
gotta
right,
ride the bench.
beach volleyball. Remember, you only get twos, so no.
No, I've seen pro volleyball players and they're insane.
Yeah.
And like
Like we
they
did
all have
about,
like 40-inch verts.
yeah.
So
And then they spike the ball super fast. So it's
Yeah.
like, and it's only two people. So I mean,
I don't want to sound crude, but I'm happy just watching.
yeah. Oh, okay. I was like, yeah, dude, I'm happy watching too. But then I was like, oh,
Yep.
okay.
no comment.
Okay. No comment.
No comment. Good call.
Boxing.
Absolutely not.
Nope.
Are you kidding me?
All right. Canoe. Slalom. I think that's a T. Yeah.
Canoeing.
Canoeing, basically.
There's like a single or partner. Kind
It
of
just
thing.
says a single person, but I wonder if because there's a team one too, right?
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
suck at the team one. Miscommunications all around probably. It'd be like the.
You just have to watch the person in front of you.
It was like
entire-
it's like the Mario Party game when you're like.
Yeah.
on
Okay,
one
that's
side.
different though.
So that's what it'd be like.
And then we got marathon swimming.
Nope.
Nope.
Let's see what. Oh, and then
I drowned.
Oh, here we go. Okay. Rhythm gymnastics. No, rowing. Rowing's a team one. I think.
I gotta get a good team.
Rugby, sailing.
Absolutely not.
Rugby would be
Rugby.
fun. You get really injured, but it would be fun.
Yeah. Canoe sprint. So how fast?
So you actually carry the
How fast
canoe?
can you canoe?
You got it in your
You're
hand.
holding a canoe in your money.
It's just getting the canoe from the trailer to the
Yes,
water.
yes, the water without tripping or falling over anything or running into any kids. Okay, we got cycling, BMX freestyle, cycling, BMX racing, cycling mountain bike, any cycling basically.
No.
Shooting.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, think so?
Did you see that guy's pose that was doing the? I forget what type he was doing, but this dude was sitting, slunched over, and he just had the gun like this and stuff. From America, obviously.
Okay. You know, like gangster style or something.
That's what I would do, dude. I'd hold it like upside down.
Yeah.
I do like the wanted thing and curve it around and stuff.
Skateboarding, sport climbing. I don't know what sport climbing is. But
Sports
just,
climbing, I could do it.
yeah. It's a sport in the name, so I could do it.
It's probably just rock climbing. That's probably just rock climbing.
Surfing, swimming, table tennis.
None.
Not even table tennis.
No, dude. Have you seen those table tennis players?
Those dudes are crazy.
Yeah.
Those Asians,
You see
they're-
the one that was like walking around the whole table?
They were like 40 feet away, like
Yeah.
nailing it every time. I'm like,
Dude,
how?
like Forrest Gump when he's doing it, it's like that.
Dude, Forrest Gump, man.
Just-
I
Just
know.
over and over. It's like how?
Did you know they had to CGI the ball into that scene because it was going too fast for
Dang,
the
I
camera
did
to
not
pick
know
it up?
that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Tom Hanks got it down and stuff. Yeah.
That is crazy.
This is super random, but in the first, well, not the first Star Wars, the Phantom Menace, they had the choreography down so much that they were going too fast for the camera, so
And they had to slow down. I saw that. Yeah.
So that was pretty crazy. And if you watch it, it still goes pretty fast.
Oh, yeah.
So, okay, we have diving. Gonna do it. I don't think I could do it.
With 4 years of training, you wouldn't even see a splash.
We got equestrian dressage and then equestrian eventing.
Did you see
That
Snoop
means
Dogg
horse.
Yeah, it says-
narrating it?
it
And
means
they like
horse
stuff,
the horse
yeah.
like, I ain't doing a crip walk. Look at him, dude, hilarious. I want Snoop Dogg to narrate all the Olympics.
Yes, with him and
They
Kevin
would
Hart.
get a lot more viewers.
Probably.
Oh, for sure.
Were you gonna say something? No. Okay. All right. Equestrian jumping, fencing. Fencing would be pretty interesting.
Fencing would be cool. I don't know how.
Again, I would like archery, just screw around in fencing.
I got you.
I would just throw it at him.
and then they hit it away and you have nothing.
Get that.
Okay, and then we got soccer, I could do that.
I
before
would
your
not
training.
be able to do that.
I actually don't know. Taekwondo, tennis, gymnastics, or trampoline gymnastics, I should say.
You know, I started playing tennis. I think I could do it. Just gotta make a large grunt noise.
You're gonna make it like that too.
That was the large grunt noise.
That was my large grunt noise.
Volleyball, water polo. Dude, water polo is crazy.
Water polo is
That-
really tough, actually.
I would drown.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah,
I
it's
could not do
crazy.
I'd try to throw the ball and then you just see my hands move
Yeah.
down.
And then the last two, weightlifting and wrestling. So probably neither. So I think archery's our best chance, guys.
I think they need to add water basketball to the Olympics. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask you if you could have added any sport or anything to the Olympics. I'd say spike ball. I would love to watch
Spike ball
spike.
for
I would watch
sure.
spike ball.
That'd
You
be
were gonna say
awesome.
that.
What? Yeah. But I mean, like, who wouldn't want to watch
Yeah.
spike ball?
No, it would be good. It would be fun to
Cornhole.
watch.
Cornhole would be pretty
That would
interesting.
be cool.
I feel like it just. I don't know. After like seeing it, they all make it into the home. All right,
I've
we're-
seen like the professionals do it, and they're just like stupid good at
They
it.
just drain them.
They don't
Right.
miss. They
It's
don't
crazy.
miss.
Yeah. How far? Because is like the distance between
27
know.
feet.
27.
From
is
end
it
of
really?
floor to end.
Sometimes what they do is
from
they
there to there.
they'll purposely hit it in front of the hole, so like they
Mhm.
block the other
Yeah.
person from doing it.
Washers would be pretty cool.
Horseshoe.
Horseshoe.
I suck at horseshoe. Screw
That'd
Dude.
be cool to watch though, cause just all
What?
the different
Yeah.
pointage or whatever.
Yeah.
Anything else? Oh, okay.
You limited me to talking.
Picking his spots.
If you could give yourself a gold medal in anything, what would you give yourself a gold medal in?
Gymnastics.
No, not a sport. So I would give myself a gold medal in like throwing something from distance into a trash can.
Oh, that's what you're talking
That's what
about.
I'm talking about.
I would probably give myself a gold medal in how many Oreos I can eat in a row without stopping, because I'm a freaking dude. I bought
eat
a
a
pack.
whole-
I bought a pack this week. I alady finished it in like 2 days.
2 days.
I could
How
probably
many- how
finish
much
it
you
in a
do in one
day, but
sitting?
like I didn't want to. I gotta save it for the
But
next
you didn't
day.
want to. Yes.
Sorry.
Luke.
A gold medal in some probably how much bread I can eat without putting on weight.
Oh, dude, I could do that.
Dude,
Because
I put on a lot of weight.
the restaurant Benedito's, I'll go there with my coworkers after work sometimes, and they got these things. It's Beer Buddies. It's just fried bread
Yeah.
with garlic sauce on them, and it's enough for like 3 or 4 people.
Mhm.
Every time I
Every
order
time.
one and I pound the whole thing away, it's not healthy
Is
at
that
all.
went? No,
But
it doesn't sound healthy.
It is so delicious.
That is crazy. Why isn't beer pong?
Yeah,
the
that'd be a
Olympics.
good one too.
Because they'd be too drunk to play.
Yeah, but we know USA would win every time.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't know,
why
dude.
it's
There's
not
some
in.
heavy drinkers in other countries, my guy.
It's
Russians.
Yeah, I was gonna say Russians
Germany.
or Germany.
Yeah, Germany.
Give the Italians some wine. Do wine pong.
Wine pong.
Those Asgardians, man, they hit
That's
different.
crazy. All right. Well, let's get into the main meat of the episode. Sports moments. Our personal ones, at least. So this is going to be a lot more different than probably everyone's list. But everyone's got their own personal sports moments. Who wants to start?
I think we should have the guest
The
start.
guest. Yeah.
Okay.
Was I supposed to put them 1 to 10? Are we gonna rank them all? Because I have to do that afterwards. But I'd have to think about it because I didn't rank them. I just
Oh.
listed. Right.
Okay, so you could list yours, and then when we're listing ours, you could at least rank them.
At least the best you can.
Right, yeah, last minute.
We're giving you 10 seconds. Go.
All right. 1, 2, 3. No.
I'm sure you have at least a 1, though.
Yeah.
Off the top of your head. Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna start off with the 1,
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can do that.
and it's like a 3 in
Okay.
it's a 3-in-1 type thing. I went personal for this one. My favorite sports moment. I played baseball growing up.
Uh-huh.
And in high school, I have 3 favorite moments. One from an offensive play, a defensive play, and during practice, actually, surprisingly enough. So
Yeah.
I'll start with the practice one.
Mm-hmm.
Beginning of the year, it's usually snowing and raining and stuff. So we went to this warehouse out in the valley
Mm-hmm.
to practice. And it's a big warehouse, bunch of turf inside, batting cages and stuff. So we're all in a big circle doing our warm-ups and stretches and everything. And my coach is walking by, shaking each one of our hands one by one, and he's saying some little stuff to people, laughing,
Yeah.
And I was like, well, hey, I got to make this count. I'm really funny. You guys know that.
Yeah, sure.
Sympathy laugh.
Hey, I'll take it.
Hey, can you add
It's
something in the sound?
Hey, I'll take it. So anyway, so he's coming up to me, and I'm like, I couldn't think of anything, couldn't script anything. So his name was Mark Douglas, and we always called him Dougie, Coach Dougie. Just that's what he went
Dougie
by.
Fresh.
Dougie Fresh.
The Dougie.
I called him that one time. He didn't like it.
It's a great name.
So he shakes my hand, and he called me Lukey. So he would shake my hand. And he shook my hand. He said, Lukey, and I was like, Dougie, always a pleasure. And he got the biggest smile, and he was very loud. He got the biggest smile. He looks away, and he looks back, and he yells, always a pleasure, Lukey. Just echoed throughout the whole thing. Everyone was talking. Everyone looked over here, and I was just like, yeah, I got it.
You weren't. Were you not embarrassed that you called?
No.
Lukey.
No.
Doesn't bother you. Okay.
Bounce off of it.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
It was the way he talked. He was so
The way they
he was
talked,
so
okay.
assertive and everything, and
Yeah.
dominant in the way he talked that it was like anything he said. It's like, all right, cool,
Yeah.
cool.
Okay.
Offensive one. No, I'll go defensive. So, I played third base, hot corner, because I was that good. And
All you third basemen out there.
excuse me, sorry about that. And it's a tight game. We're ahead by 1 run, and our pitcher, I won't mention his name, but I remember who. He wasn't very good. He came in to close, and he gave up a walk to start, and then he hit the next guy, and then he got 2 strikeouts somehow, which was awesome.
Yeah.
And then, he got 1 strikeout and 1 ground out to first. So the runners advanced, and then he walked the next guy. So bases are loaded. There's 2 outs. Tight game. Last inning. We got to hold the lead. Or second to last inning. So the next guy comes up to bat. I'm third base. I'm ready to play. This guy smokes it right to me.
Right.
I didn't have enough time to get my glove over to backhand it. So I kind of like lunged, and I hit the ball with my leg.
Okay.
Knocked it down. My coach is standing right next to me because that's where our dugout was, and he's like jumping up and down, get it, get it, get it. So I walked over, I picked it up, I was off balance, and I threw it over to first, got the guy out by like that much and stuff, and my coach just went crazy. All my teammates went crazy and stuff.
There you go.
I had the bruise the size of a grapefruit on my
Oh
leg
my gosh.
from the ball.
Adrenaline
But-
pumping.
I got the
It's
out.
worth
It
the
was-
hype moment right
It was
there.
really cool. The worst part about it though was I was up to bat the next,
next.
the next, and I was like hobbling up to the plate, and I'm like, come on.
What inning was it?
We played 7 innings, 7-inning games. It was a 6 inning.
Oh, there you go. Clutch
So-
time. There you go.
Why didn't you just tag third? If it was the last out?
Because the ball bounced away, and they were already running.
Okay.
Yeah, it bounced away, and they were already running and stuff. He would have got there.
Every
Is it your
baseball
first
player-
time playing baseball?
yeah.
No, it's fine. It's
There's
fine.
2
I wasn't in your...
There's 2 outs, Pat. The runners run on the crack of the bat when there's 2
That's
outs.
true. That's true.
So
I don't know baseball, so.
yeah,
Dude, it's just
Jordan understands it.
it's obvious, guys.
I guess someone here.
Hasn't played baseball since like. high
It was
school.
it was like the end of middle school, like 8th grade.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
so I'm
stopped.
all alone here, man. What the heck?
Yeah, I didn't play in high school.
it's all right.
I have my reasons.
No.
And then offensive moment was
cracking a home run. Did you ever crack a home run?
I did. That's what it was.
No.
So I mean,
You ruined it.
I got a lot of hits and stuff. You know, I got a few home runs, but they were never over the fence. It was off the fence or errors and stuff. You know, so my main goal getting through was hitting a real home run because I wanted to. Senior year, we're playing Central Valley, and they had a PA system out at their field. They had a nice field.
Where they announce everybody.
Rich kids and stuff. Yeah.
Dude, that's
They
the
did
best.
that
So
for
they
soccer.
announced us, and then we had they gave us walk-up songs. We never had them because we never had.
What was
a
your walk-up
speaker.
song?
Well, I never chose one,
Oh.
It was
but
Taylor Swift.
so they. I knew you were trouble when you walked in.
I would want for that.
That's right. No, so yeah, so I walk up and Iron Man by Black Sabbath starts playing, and I
okay,
was
there
like,
you go.
"This is so fitting. This is perfect." So it was my second at bat, and we were playing very poorly, very poorly. We were about to get 10 runned in the 4th inning.
Mm-hmm.
So the game would have been over. 2 outs, bases are loaded. And I got to score someone. We were down by, 12. So I needed to score a couple people to stay in it, right? So I walk up there. Black Sabbath starts playing. And I'm like, all right, let's do it. I remember it like it was yesterday. So get in there, do my routine, and ball 1. Sweet. Next pitch was I fouled it off, so 1-1 count.
Mm-hmm.
Pitch after that, I got juiced. He called a strike that was below my ankles. It was terrible. So I got a 1-2 count. I step out, and I'm like, all right, I got to regroup. So I took my helmet off, scratched my head and stuff, and I looked down, and I was like, all right, let's go. Just put it in play at least, So I get up there. This dude, he didn't have a curveball, so I knew he was going to throw fastball.
Straight down the middle.
Fastball, well, it was low. That's what he went for. And yeah, I was ready for it. I was like, put it there, bro. Put it there. I dare you. So as soon as he delivers, I saw it, and I was like, there it is. And I just, bam, swung away. Took it. Wow. Grand slam time.
There you go.
That's awesome.
Ran around the bases, high-fiving my coaches. All my teammates came out, and I was like, this.
Did you flip the bat?
No.
Dang it, dude. That'd been so freaking awesome.
It would have been, but it was a close one. I didn't know if it was going to make it over.
Okay.
It made it over.
That makes sense.
It made it over the fence by 5-6 feet.
Yeah,
if that.
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
Embarrassing how to do a bat flip and then not make it over.
Yeah,
the
did
guy
it.
catches
Guy's
it.
like,
Okay. Michael Scott face. Ooh. Oh man.
So yeah,
There
for
you
my
go.
list, I would put
That'd
that.
be your top one.
That would be number 1
Okay,
on it.
Okay.
I don't know if we're supposed to start with number 1, but
Yeah. You
whatever.
can you just read them all off at once. So.
Oh,
I'm
keep
going. Yeah, keep going.
Just throw them all
Okay,
out.
I'll just think. Oh,
No, you're
sorry,
good.
my bad.
No, you're good. We didn't really tell you anyway. So.
Next one I wrote down was when Tiger Woods came back and he won the Masters in
There you
2018.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
It's probably on your list.
Probably
I
on your
guess.
list, isn't it?
No.
But yeah, that's another good one. Next thing I wrote down, the Mariners 1995 Division Series win.
How much?
Back when the Mariners were actually somewhat
Right.
decent.
How much would it mean to you if they got to playoffs now?
A lot.
A lot. Do you still pay attention to them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I've paid attention to them.
No, I do, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have time to watch the
Right.
games and stuff because they play during
They
the
play
day and I'm
late games.
working. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, that one I didn't see it in person, obviously, but I've seen
The highlights.
I've
and
seen
all
it
that.
all plenty of times. Yeah,
Yeah.
I had a lot of Mariners ones in here.
That's fine.
The next one was Ichiro's retirement game in Japan. Very emotional.
Very emotional.
Yep. Next one.
Who's your favorite? Oh, sorry to cut you off. I just have a question.
No,
Who's
go
your
for
favorite Mariners player, all time?
All time. You gotta go with Griffey,
Yeah.
the
I was
kid.
just gonna say.
I mean, yeah. No, I thought maybe.
I mean, there is a lot of greats. Edgar Martinez is good.
What
You
about,
know,
is there like a more
Ichiro.
current or one?
current.
Ichiro, maybe. He's
Oh,
more
I'm totally just blanking on his name. Who's the pitcher?
Felix Hernandez.
Yeah.
That was he had a rough.
The way he ended his
was
career,
terrible.
or ended it with Mariners, at least.
I don't pay attention to baseball too much anymore, so I have no idea.
I paid more.
I'll get into it later
Yeah.
because his perfect game is on my list too. Back when he was good. First Mariners game I went to with my family in person for a Seahawks game with my dad.
There you
I
go.
put an asterisk next to that one though because it was an awful game.
That was the Redskins one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that game.
Yeah,
They
it was
lost to Kirk
terrible.
Cousins because they just beat. There was the following game. We went to the game of previous was the Texans one, and I was at that game.
Yeah.
And that was the one they won in last minute. That was Deshaun
Kirk's
Watson's
the goat, dude.
Mm-hmm.
rookie year. So yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Let's see, where am I at? Super Bowl 48, obviously.
Obviously.
Um,
Why would you bring that up?
Shut it. Yeah, don't,
idiot.
don't. Idiot. Just don't.
Sorry, I'm around a bunch of Seahawks fans.
This one's really general, but
Mm-hmm.
watching Tiger Woods' flop shots and escapes are incredible. So fun to watch them. Go on YouTube. Anyone listening, go on YouTube. Look that up. You'll find a lot.
Do you know?
I watch Tiger Woods to help me fall asleep, so
Oh,
Yeah. That's a good
Okay.
idea.
Interesting.
I wrote down Seattle versus Green Bay. I think it was that one.
The NFC Championship game.
Yeah, that one.
Mhm.
Yeah, I love that one. Absolutely love that one.
Russell Wilson threw 5 or
5 picks.
number 5. Yeah, 5.
Yeah, it was literally 5 picks.
Yep, that was terrible.
That was-
And then what's his name? Bostic.
Yeah, Brian Bostic. Like, I have it on my list too.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
but anyway.
This next one you guys probably won't. You might know. In June 2016.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was June. Yeah. The Mariners were playing the Padres. They were down 12-2 at one point, and they came back and won 16-13.
Dang, that's crazy.
That one's on my list because it's just a great game.
Yeah.
It's fun to watch the highlights.
Especially that's a comeback. I mean,
Any comebacks are fun.
Comebacks
to
are
watch.
Comebacks are awesome, yeah.
Mhm.
And then my last one that I have listed was Wilson to Golden Tate.
the Fail Mary.
Yep. The one we were talking about
Literally
earlier.
an interception, but whatever.
No, it wasn't.
It literally was.
No, it wasn't. Look at
It
the
was
rule book, bro.
I
Look at
it
the
wasn't
rule
a tie though. He had it in his hands and he took it out after he hit the ground. I'm not gonna get emotional, guys. I'm not gonna get emotional.
Yes.
We all know it was an interception. That's why it's called the Fail Mary.
Look, Jordan and I were
No,
FaceTiming when we were watching
I had
that
to
moment.
hang up on
He
you
hung
with
up
that.
as soon as it happened.
If both the offensive and defensive player are in the air and the ball is caught,
But
and
no,
you
it was
don't-
caught by one guy and then it hit the ground and then he took it from him. That's the
You're-
problem.
Look, hold on.
You're wrong, but it's
I already
okay.
know.
Look, anyway, hold on. Packers. I'll be.
You can
honest.
ask probably like most NFL fans.
If
they'll
you
say the
will
same
ask
thing.
most Packers fans, they're going to say the same thing.
No, I'd say
Jordan is, by
most
the way,
NFL
but-
fans.
Okay.
Most NFL fans
All
would
right,
say
well-
that.
Let's take 5.
Let's take one.
Most NFL fans, though.
All right.
You know,
It's
99% of NFL.
Maybe 20.
Man,
almost
okay.
almost as controversial as that Des Bryant catch.
No, that wasn't a catch.
no, it is now, but it wasn't.
It
back
wa- it
then,
is
so
now.
Everyone wants it
Yeah.
reversed.
But
when
I wouldn't even care if they reversed it because it wouldn't have mattered.
yeah, no.
They had so much time on the clock, and well,
Yeah.
you know what
All right.
happens.
I'll go next with my list. There's a lot of Seahawks ones on here, but so I'll start off with number one then. The Seahawks winning the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Like being a Seahawks fan, and especially for so long when they were pretty crappy, I didn't think they'd ever win a Super Bowl, and especially after when they played against the Steelers and then
40.
lost the way they did.
Yeah.
And then they smoked them in 48.
Yeah, and then they smoked
Steelers
this.
12 seconds
cheated in
in.
that game, by the way, everyone. Just so you know.
But that was probably one of those fun games to watch, just because we destroyed them, and every moment was a highlight.
Yes.
If you go and watch it,
Every
every moment
play, yeah.
was a highlight. So it was more like a celebration of how the Seahawks played that year.
Yeah.
So, and also all the hype lead up to the Broncos being the number one offense, and all the focus was on them.
Yes.
So, number two, I have the Seahawks.
Boring Super Bowl.
Right. No, it's as an NFL fan,
Yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah,
it
probably
is very
Super Bowl.
boring. Not a
Yeah.
Seahawks
If
fan.
you're a Seahawks fan, sure. but-
If I was a Seahawks fan, anyway.
It was great. Yep.
Yes. My number two is the Seahawks comeback, the NFC Championship game against the Packers.
It's actually my favorite memory, so motivates me. Motivates me to this day.
It was such a roller coaster to watch because Wilson throws the 5 picks, and then it's like 16-9. It's still super low scoring, and then he throws the 5th pick, and the Packers guy he slides down. I don't remember who got the pick. Morgan Burnett maybe.
That was probably
Yeah.
It might have been Burnett.
Slides down, and there's still 5 minutes left on the clock, and then they run 3 plays. And the Seahawks are still like.
Still
And if anyone knows the Seahawks, they still play the whole way. Even when they're getting blown out, they still
they still play.
Play
There's
hard
one thing
play.
I know is I hate playing the Seahawks, and then it's like they have the ball we're down, but maybe we're up by 3 or 6. I'm like, I know we're probably gonna lose.
We're
this
gonna
now.
lose this one. Yep.
and either lose or it's going down the wire. I can
Yeah.
definitely say as a Seahawks fan, it's fine. As a Seahawks fan, and I don't know if this is
I apologize.
I don't know if this is a bias, but obviously I watched all the Seahawks games. I think the Seahawks in general have some of the most entertaining games
Oh, yeah.
of.
I agree. I agree.
They have too many entertaining
They-
games.
Yeah.
Because they play all their
Almost
games.
every game.
No, they
play
have
all
those
their games to
stressful
us.
games.
Yeah,
where it's like
Being
every
a
other.
fan is sometimes the worst because they bring all their games to the
There's
end.
no easy way.
There's
Doesn't
like
matter
3.
who
Yeah,
they're
there's like
playing.
3 games a year where
Yeah.
you're like, all right,
Yep.
we're all right, and then it's like the rest of them. It's like okay.
This should be an easy game coming up. Even that's why when I'm like, it's the Seahawks Jets and the Jets
Yeah.
super crappy, I'm still sweating because I'm like, dude, the Seahawks
They're
are
gonna they're gonna try to.
they're gonna make it
screw this one
harder
up.
on
Yeah.
themselves.
They always play
Um,
down to the level.
Right, exactly. So,
That too.
but you know when you're watching a Seahawks game, at least on prime time, if you watch a Seahawks game, you know it's going to be a good game.
My favorite moment of that game, though, is how bad Jermaine Kearse did all game until he got the winning catch and stuff.
It's kind of funny to watch that last play. Sorry, we're bringing up bad memories to you, Jordan, because you're a Packers fan.
Okay, I'm over it at this point.
He's gonna. He already brought up a bad memory. Okay.
So.
Right, yeah. And
he's got the same amount of Super Bowl.
I also say...
Yeah, and not the same amount of Super Bowl losses.
Yeah, okay. Been back to Super Bowl more. Just kidding. I call that my Super Bowl, that was a Super Bowl that year for us, because the next game, obviously, horrible. But,
bad ending to the season.
So...
At least we had another game.
Yeah.
I would have rather lost in this championship than the Super Bowl.
True. Yeah.
3 straight times. Wait, has it been 3 straight times?
No, well, actually, yeah, not 3 straight in a row in years, but 3 straight times we've been to like the NFC Championship and lost.
And they've always been pretty, not bad.
The one with the Seahawks was close. The one with the Buccaneers was close.
And then did you have one with Falcons?
No, we got blown up by the 49ers that one.
But didn't you play one with the Falcons in the championship game?
Oh yeah, we got blown on that one too. But
yeah,
honestly,
I remember because your corners were really. Dude, you had a ton of injuries.
We had Darius Gunter playing corner.
Yeah,
like some undrafted guy.
Right. I remember he got torched by Julio. He got torched by Julio.
Yeah, it was not. It was not good.
Okay, so number 3, I have Italy winning the World Cup in 2006. Obviously, soccer is a big thing to me. I actually have the documentary. I've watched it. I watched that documentary probably over 100 times.
He just kind of threw it on.
The other
he
night.
really didn't even ask for permission. Like, do you have a disc in here? Okay, and then put it in.
So, and honestly, I would care more if Italy won the World Cup than the U.S. Maybe now. Now I'd be like, at the time, for a long time.
Americans band together, kick.
Yeah.
But if the U.S. ever won the World Cup, I would say that's a miracle because of how other countries are and
soccer's not our strong suit.
Definitely not. But we're getting up there. Number 4, the Marshawn Lynch beast mode run against the Saints.
Oh, I should have. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
even I love watching that.
That run is so crazy, and then even watching like the crowd get hyped and the whole atmosphere and all the teammates, and I watched Marshawn Lynch interview about it and stuff like that.
I was just about to ask you if you've seen that interview where he talks about it. Yeah.
Every Marshawn Lynch interview.
Every Marshawn Lynch interview, the best. That's why I have his jersey. So. And then 5 was a more recent one, the Gonzaga versus UCLA Final Four game. How can you not have that game? The best thing about that game is that there was at no point when Gonzaga or UCLA got like really far ahead in score, and the game was always within at least 8 points or 5 points or whatever. Yeah. And then for Suggs to hit that shot.
Oh, that shot!
I was so happy I was watching that live. I was just watching it on my phone in my bed. On the lap, and dude, I went crazy.
Yeah, that shot was awesome.
That shot was crazy. And the funny thing is I knew something crazy was gonna happen because at our house the radio is ahead of the TV, and my dad was upstairs. Everyone else was downstairs, but my dad was upstairs, and all he heard was he doesn't have great hearing, so all he heard was yelling, and he knew the Gonzaga game was going on, so he came downstairs. And this was the 9 seconds of the game. I'm like, okay, why is he coming downstairs? And so he all of a sudden started watching, and then Suggs hits that shot.
It's
my gosh. So.
Ooh, I'm gonna add another one to my list real quick.
You can put that in your honorable mention, or maybe I don't know. It's up to you to rank them.
I'm actually adding my 20th.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm so unprepared.
And it sucked. Also, I would compare that to being like the Seahawks versus the Packers and the Seahawks versus Patriots because Gonzaga got blown out the next game by Baylor, so that was our championship game basically.
Baylor's good.
Yeah, Baylor was good, and honestly, seeing Gonzaga get blown out by Baylor was almost not surprising. Kind of, in a way.
All it has to do is experience.
And you could also maybe like they were emotionally drained. Maybe I don't know.
They could have been, but we don't play well against East Coast teams.
Baylor's guys were mostly seniors and juniors.
Yeah,
so
and Baylor had a really good team.
Stacked team. Yeah.
And if you watch like NCAA March Madness and you see most of these teams winning championships, most of them have a lot of seniors on their team. Yeah. And experience. And it's like all these people are like, oh, we're all one and dones, like Kentucky.
Right. Yeah.
You rarely see them actually make it to the championship. So, all you need is experience.
And it'll be interesting to see how Gonzaga does this year after their run.
Drew Timmy's going to average 40 points a game.
Drew Timmy. I'm glad he's back. But
who don't we have now? Suggs.
We don't have Suggs, Ayayi, and
but you got Chet Holmgren.
Kispert, that's what it was, yeah.
So, but we have Chet Holmgren, which will be exciting.
And you got Patrick Baldwin.
Yeah, so we got some good recruits.
That is true, yeah.
One thing about Gonzaga is they're really good at recruiting, so we know the future's always like steady at least.
Well, now you get to pay your players.
And we get to pay our players, so I mean it's like.
So.
But then it's like
okay, they're going to start bringing all these people.
It'll be interesting to see how much that affects players' decisions to go to because I mean, who's going to choose to go to Gonzaga over some of the other universities? But now that we have big names that have come here, so
now you got a popular school,
right?
Money,
so. Next, I got the Seahawks beating the 49ers in the NFC Championship in 2013. So the game before the Super Bowl, the tip, Richard Sherman tip.
That was a good one, yeah.
That was really because that was kind of a comeback too.
Yeah.
So
my dad was pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, there's also a good Marshawn Lynch run. That game also had a lot of highlights too, almost every play. So, next, now this is my only non-Seahawk one, and actually, no, never mind. I shouldn't say that. The Tom Brady comeback against the Falcons in the Super Bowl. Look, as much as I hated Tom Brady growing up, but now
there's so much money riding.
I still hate him.
Yeah, no, but I remember we were watching the Super Bowl, and it's like 28-3, and I'm like, man, I was kind of thinking to myself, this would be kind of funny if a comeback happened, and then they started coming back, and
you just know what's gonna happen.
And then as soon as I got to overtime, I was like, Patriots are gonna win.
Oh yeah, every time.
So
every time.
Falcons blew that. I'm like, okay, but what's worse, like. Let's be real. What's worse, not running on the 1 yard line, or that comeback?
Don't even try to get there. They're both bad.
Please don't bring
bad.
that up.
Yeah, stop.
I still compare that in my head though.
I had a heated argument,
I'd
but
probably say losing the lead 28-3 is actually worse.
Because I was talking about that 49, and I was over at my girl's house, and we were talking about it, and I got so heated up, and I started to raise my voice. I was like, I'm sorry, I'm not snapping. I was just it works me up.
Right. Yeah.
So every time somebody brings it up,
no, it's.
I tend to get a little.
Look, I've listened to a lot of talk about the Seahawks Super Bowl in general. It's not a bad run. We'll talk about it a little bit. It's not a bad play to throw a pass play. To throw a slant, yes, it's bad. Yes. But to throw a pass play in general,
especially with Marshawn Lynch at running back.
It's pretty bad.
But
it's really funny because I run slants on the 1 yard line. I hate it all the time.
I hate it.
It works.
You just go watch the linebackers. I think Russell Wilson now. Well, I'd hope so. He would audible. Then this was his.
Yeah, he should have took over.
This was his third year. Then he should have.
He should have took that over.
Yeah,
he should have never passed it.
Then I think he was more willing to follow the coaches than he is now in his career. So I don't know. So that's 7. Tom Brady come back against the Falcons. 8. I have watching the Saints get knocked out of the playoffs 3 years in a row in the worst way. So it's kind of funny. Honestly, kind of funny. So just to list them off.
Cheated.
That's mean.
Just to list them off. The Minneapolis Miracle with. Kirk Cousins to Stephon Diggs.
Oh,
you mean the Minneapolis blown call?
Yeah.
No. You're thinking of another one. This is when the guy goes up for a tackle on the Vikings guy and he just completely whiffs. And
the Saints guy.
That one.
That one. So that was a cool one to watch.
Yeah. That was good.
The other one, the next year was the Saints Rams one, if I remember.
That one was the blown.
That was the blown call.
That's right.
Still crazy.
It's still crazy.
You missed that call.
Right.
It's so blatantly.
Yeah. I don't know how.
That ref should literally be. I don't know, death penalty. Maybe I should go farther.
Right, exactly.
Farther than the death penalty?
Yes.
And then the next year was the...
Revive him, kill him again.
Right, exactly. And that led to a whole onslaught of the rule changing, where you could review penalty, but then they changed that back, so all that stuff. Yeah. Then the year next was, I think, the Saints Vikings again, and this one wasn't as bad, but they still lost to the Vikings. And it was on a Kyle Rudolph touchdown, towards the back. And they kind of pushed off, too, how we were talking about push-offs.
Yeah.
But
everyone pushes off.
But, yeah.
Especially the Packers.
Make sure you do it so they can't tell.
Right, yeah.
It's got to be subtle.
And it was also a tight end on a corner, so it's, easier to push off.
Yeah.
That whole thing. Anyway, so it was just kind of funny to watch. I sorry to Saints fans, but also not sorry.
That's a great one.
Great one. Is it? Yeah. Okay. Next, I have and this is the most recent one I have, is the Italy Euro 2020 championship, or the whole run that they had. Look, Italy wasn't even favored to win the tournament, and then Belgium was, and they beat Belgium was number 1 ranked in the world. So that whole run they went on, and the future is looking bright for Italy. So, and then 10. This is the anomaly one I kind of have, where I wasn't alive for it, but I've watched. There's a movie, and it's Miracle on Ice.
Miracle on Ice. I was just thinking that too.
Yep. So I've watched that movie a lot, and then also it's just it's a huge underdog story. So I kind of wish I was there to witness it, because it'd be kind of interesting to see.
I would put Glory Road on my list.
Yeah. There you go. That's another one.
Yeah.
But yeah, Miracle on Ice is pretty cool. So, and then I also have some honorable mentions on here. I got me finally winning our fantasy league. So.
He's never been more proud.
I've never been
3-time champion.
3 times?
Yeah, he's won 3 times.
Look, you gotta step up your
game.
game.
Hold on. A couple of those times when it was just 4 of us in the league.
I only won it once.
Oh, okay.
When it was and then I won it twice when we finally got 8,
to 8, and then you won it when we just recently.
I just won it the last year.
Right. So, and then, but when the great thing about me, when we finally won, is I actually was at the Seahawks 49er game, so that was like the last game of the season. That one they lost, but I was there to witness basically me confirming the fantasy league win. So the other one, I had watching the Seahawks beat the Texans. Like I was actually at the game last minute to Jimmy Graham, and then Deshaun Watson throwing a pick or whatever. So there's that, and then watching Blair Walsh missed the 23-yard field goal against the Seahawks.
That game.
Yeah, and then the next year, guess who we drafted? You're signed, I mean.
Yeah. So, but watching that was. Again, insane. That game was also one of the coolest games. Doug Baldwin has a really cool catch.
That reach is
not talked about enough.
Not talked about. Doug Baldwin has some clutch one-handed catches.
Yeah, sucks he went out like he did.
Yeah. So
watch. Hey, you won us that game last year. You want to join us?
yeah. The Seahawks signed him. I was like, it's almost like karma. In full circle, So. Because I believe we didn't even make the playoffs.
We didn't want to win that year.
No, I guess not. So anyway, that's my list. So
I don't think Green Bay made the playoffs that year either.
Rodgers might have been injured that year.
Yeah.
Before you go, can I add an honorable mention?
Yeah,
yes.
Go ahead.
You brought it up when you were talking about the Gonzaga game and your dad listening to the radio.
Yeah.
Every time I used to go to your house for Seahawks games and a big play would happen and your mom would come running down the stairs and you and your brother would be like, Mom!
But that way,
every single time. It was the funniest thing.
It still happens. I mean,
it was so funny.
She likes to listen to the games rather than watch them. But then anytime she does watch it, like, sometimes bad stuff starts. I'm like, go back upstairs.
She's just, yep.
Dude, I loved I had like FaceTime John Luca during
commercials.
And like my game, most of the time my TV, I think your TV is actually ahead now.
Sometimes, yeah.
But my TV would be ahead a lot of times. Like, oh yeah.
But that's just when
happened.
But that's just when we're like watching like random games.
Yeah.
We're playing for fantasy. We're like, my player just got a touchdown.
Yeah.
So, but now it'll be interesting to see because we both live here now. So we live together.
I might get NFL like something for.
Oh, okay.
Just for NFL season, so you can watch.
Get the package.
Get the package. I probably will still go to my parents' house, but anyway, your list.
Okay,
that face you made was awesome. Okay.
Starting number 1, right?
Yes.
Aaron Rodgers winning his first Super Bowl, his only Super Bowl for now. Hopefully he gets more. I don't know. You never know. Wow. Apparently he only won 1 in 16 seasons though. Obviously that's number 1. Being a Packers fan, seeing him win his first Super Bowl.
You're a Packers fan?
After Brett Favre leaves.
Wait, did you not know that?
I knew that.
Oh, okay. I was going to say.
Stupid.
Idiot.
Number 2, Tiger Woods winning the U.S. Open on a bad leg. Always. That would, like, I gotta watch that live, so that was freaking awesome. Yeah. Just seeing how much pain he's in, like, how he's just, like, pushing through it, and then
didn't he smack his 3-wood and fall over?
Yeah, he did it a few times. He'd like kind of like get it like on his knees.
Hunch over, yeah.
So that was probably one of the, I guess, my favorite golf tournaments I've ever seen, or actually had the chance to watch. Mm-hmm. Number 3, I had the Cavaliers coming down from 3-1.
Nah,
I'm not a Cavaliers fan. I'm not a big LeBron fan, but like this series was freaking awesome.
Respect.
And I hated the Warriors for being like they're 73-9, got the most wins in NBA history, and then they blow a 3-1 lead, and like watching like Clay, like I think it was like in an interview, Clay like called LeBron a baby or something like that, and LeBron just laughed, and then like from that moment he just took over, and it was freaking awesome.
Still, bro, it's almost like the Seahawks like blowing or the Falcons blowing a lead,
Yeah, it's bad. You have the most wins and you blew a 3-1 lead.
Yeah. And especially against Cavaliers team that just has like LeBron James and Kyrie Irving, but
I guess
versus
like,
super team.
Oh, Draymond got suspended 1 game. That's why LeBron scored 40 points, and then he scored 40 points the next game anyway on him. So I was like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, they proved that one.
Number 4, I'm a Duck fan, so Marcus Mariota winning the Heisman, huge moment. Loved Marcus Mariota. great college football player. I still think he could be a good NFL quarterback
Mm-hmm.
if he's given another chance.
It's all about where you're drafted.
Yeah.
Yeah, very true. It does. It's about the team around you, which is why a lot of rookies quarterbacks fail a lot.
Right.
So, you don't see a lot of Ducks even getting close to getting a Heisman. So it was really cool seeing him win it.
Mm-hmm.
I think the last one was like Michael James. He didn't do good in the NFL.
No, he did not.
He did not do good in the NFL. He was a product of Chip Kelly's system.
Yeah.
Number 5, breaking 100 for the first time in my golf career.
There you go.
This was one of the greatest moments because I chipped it in from 60 yards out.
Very good.
And I was like, okay, I have to at least get it on the green and put it in one. And I'm like, okay. And I chipped it in, and I just threw my club in the air.
What did you get, a 99?
I got 98.
98.
I got 98. I was like,
There you go. Hey, I remember my first time breaking 100.
like now it's like, but like at that moment, just pure joy and excitement was coming out. I was super excited. My coach was sitting right there.
Yeah.
I don't think he cared.
Come on, maybe I do.
But it was cool for me because he shoots like 70s. So
Yeah.
whatever, dude.
Sorry, I'm not good enough.
Number 6, you brought up the Cardinals Hail Marys. I actually have Aaron Rodgers throwing 2 Hail Marys against the Cardinals on my list because I remember even though they lost the game, like I was so hyped in that moment. I was just like, it was sitting on the couch and Garrett's sitting there and they're all like,
right, yeah.
It's cool. I'm just like, yeah.
It was crazy to see the sequence of events that happened after that too, because they go to overtime and then Cardinals just
It
dominated
literally
one
took
possession.
one play. It took one
One play, Larry Fitzgerald goes all the way down the field,
Gone.
and then they scored 2 plays, and it's just kind of like all that emotion that they just.
Yeah, I literally you could my emotion went woo,
Yeah.
just straight, just like dead faced.
Right.
Okay. Another year.
Yeah.
Another bad defense.
Yeah, I know.
This is the good. We're gonna have a good defense this year.
Every year, that's what Jordan says, especially in fantasy. He drafts the Packers defense like, dude, we're gonna be good this
They
year.
actually did decent. last year.
Yeah.
So
you've said that-
improvements. Yeah, I say it every
He
year.
says that every year.
They're like the very first game, they'll play like a poor offense, and I'm like, dude, see how lockdown defense? And then, next game,
Yeah,
we're
exactly.
just breaking free. So, number 7, I have Tiger Woods winning the Masters again in 2019. Obviously, a cool moment, coming back from countless injuries. And,
Guess what? He gets to do it
Yeah.
again.
huh?
Gets to do it again.
I think
Yeah.
No, he gets to. Well, he gets to do it.
he
He
will
gets to
do
do
it
it again.
I promise you that.
I hope he does.
He's got to match Phil Mickelson at 50 years old winning a major. So, number 8, I got Kobe Bryant's final NBA game.
Mm-hmm.
I could have put 81-point game.
Oh
but
yeah.
I didn't at the time really watch it as much, but his final game scored 60 points. I think it was 60 points.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean that's the way to go out right there, and got the win.
Right. Yeah.
I mean that's
Too bad they didn't make the playoffs that year.
their team was not very good after Kobe got injured the first year and tore his ACL.
Mm-hmm.
So, but always a cool moment. Also, that's probably the best way to end your career. So, number 9. You good?
No, yeah, I just knocked his mic. Anyway.
Gosh, you guys are quarreling over there.
Anyway.
Number 9, I put winning a championship in baseball.
Okay.
Now, this was like 6th grade, I think.
Hey, it still counts.
So I'm going to take it. And also, it was probably the
Ooh,
easiest wins ever.
Dude, that was me in 6th grade too.
Dude.
High five.
My team was like stacked. I think we won like 18 into some, or like 18 to like 7. in the championship.
I was in a similar, or basically
Yeah.
the same thing, just stacked team. We went undefeated that season.
It was it's a fun team to be on when your team's stacked.
Mhm.
Right.
You know how super teams feel now.
Yeah.
I want to form some.
They just win all the games.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of bad memories in baseball, so that is one of the good ones. Number 10, I put Brett Favre's first game after his dad died because he went off for like 400 yards and 4 touchdowns and won the game 41-7.
And wasn't that the next day?
That was the next day, so
Yeah.
and there's just like this pure emotion that kind of came over
Yeah.
at the end of the game. So, and then I got 5 honorable mentions.
Okay.
I put 11. Packers are running the table, which I think that was the year they blew the lead in the NFC Championship. That was 2014.
2014. Yeah.
2014,
so
yeah.
that's when they start. It was like
Was
one.
it, are you saying they went undefeated?
No, I said
Oh.
running the table because they started off 1 and 2, and everyone was freaking out.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
And then like Aaron Rodgers was like, oh, just relax.
Mhm.
And
Oh,
then-
is that what you said? Yeah.
Yeah,
Right,
and then
right.
they like jumped to 9 and 2,
Yeah.
and we ended up. That was the first time I think him and Tom Brady met too in a game. He beat Tom Brady.
Yeah. I think the same year the Seahawks started out like 2-4.
Yeah. So
And
don't
then
worry about
Yeah.
bad starts, guys. Unless you start.
No, I would still worry. 2-4.
2-4 is horrible.
Okay, but there's like a Titans team. It was with Vince Young, who started at like 0-6,
Yeah.
and then they like still managed to make it.
playoffs.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, the Lions started off like 0-6, and then they went 0-16.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, wait, you mentioned Lions. This doesn't get any better.
Number 12. I guess I put going to state in baseball because that was just a really cool experience.
Yeah.
I mean, we got destroyed.
Dude, I was same situation.
Yeah,
I
when
was
you were
gonna-
talking about that, I was like, wow, that's so relatable.
I was gonna add it in. Yep.
And we had like, just like you said, we had the announcers like announcing her name. We didn't have any walk-up music, but they freaking screwed my last name up. I'm walking up and they're like, Jordan Little Ian. Dang it! My one moment. You guys screwed it up.
Hey, if you think that's bad, I had
Little
my name
Ian?
butchered.
That's-
I had my
that's
name
good.
butchered every time. So
But it was a
Soccer.
cool stadium.
Yeah.
It was the cool stadium to play in.
Oh yeah, state championship. We
Yeah.
did that one year.
I didn't care we lost. It was like, this is freaking awesome.
That's how we felt because we got hammered too. We went 0-2 and we were done. But I still have a baseball
Yeah.
from
There you go.
that tournament. It says state 17 on it.
there you go.
Okay, number 13, Phil Mickelson winning a major at 50 years old. Awesome moment.
Mm-hmm.
Number 14, this is like 7th grade or 6th grade. I was pitching at the time, and we only did 6 innings, but we went into I think 9 innings this game. I went over my amount of pitches, but my gosh, I had to carry my freaking team on my back as best as I could. I threw 8 innings, gave up 0 runs. I mean, there was like one point I'm over at third base, diving on a ball, throwing it home, and getting the guy out. I'm like, what are you guys doing?
What? In your pitching? How
Dude,
does
yeah,
how does
I'm
that
literally
work?
running around the whole field. I'm the only one that got on base that game.
Dang.
And like, you guys need to step it up. My goodness, we still lost, but I'm like, dude, I did my freaking part. I threw 8 innings,
MVP right
threw
there.
120 plus pitches, and gave up 0 runs.
I was about to ask, how many pitches did you throw?
Yeah, it was a lot. I unfortunately I hit my cap, so I couldn't pitch a 9th inning.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to stop at that point. But
My arm would have been a noodle after that.
dude, it was great. But yeah, that was really fun. That was a horrible pitching year for me too. So that was the last game of the year. So I kind of ended on a good note. But yeah, it was a bad year. I gave up a lot of home runs.
Yeah.
I was testing some new pitches out, so
Is that what it was? Okay.
didn't really work out, guys. And then 15, I got an unassisted triple play in like 4th grade because
Nice.
people are stupid when they run.
Yeah, that is true. Well, if you're in 4th
And
grade,
4th
yeah.
grade,
They
too.
don't pay attention when I catch a pop fly in the infield. All right, cool.
Yeah, let's do it.
Just keep on running.
Dang.
That is all 15 of my stuff.
Nice.
Did you add another one?
Oh, yeah.
Did I?
Well, I was just going to say, no, I kind of wish for my list I had some basketball. Well, I had the Gonzaga one, but like the 3-1 Cavalier one, like that's a pretty cool moment in general in sports. Not me personally.
Yeah.
I mean, like, because I don't really watch NBA basketball too much until recently.
I think everyone's like into that.
No, but yeah. 3-1, like, that's just in general one of the greatest.
Yeah, if you get a series going like that.
Yeah, exactly. Also, was there any like recent like baseball ones like the Indians? Didn't they win after like 100-year drought?
The
Cubs.
was the Cubs.
Cubs
Chicago
108.
Cubs. 108 years. This guy, I'm telling
Dude,
you.
get out of here. It's baseball, you know.
Yeah, Cubs 108 years. It was predicted in Back to the Future that they were going to win that year. So.
Oh, yeah, then it happened. So.
And now recently the Cubs got rid of all their top players. So
Yep.
I don't know what's going on there, but hey, whatever works for you.
Dodgers are stacked.
Although the 3 like top players that they got rid of, they all homered in their
I
debuts
saw that.
with their new teams and stuff. It's like,
freaking
well,
awesome.
they could have been on the Cubs, but oh well.
Okay, so I have 2 lists. You can choose between which one. Okay. I
The
have
third one.
Okay, thanks. I have the 50 greatest sports moments of the past decade, or we can do the 20. This one's just the 21 greatest moments in sports history. So
You have 50 and 20?
yeah, 50 and 21. So this one's the 51's the past decade. So I mean, there'll be more memorable ones. Maybe even more controversial. Not controversial, but like, I'd at least be able to say we've seen all these.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll go with that one then. So this is more moment. So okay, number 50, Dwayne Wade throws an alley-oop up to LeBron James.
Oh, that's an icon. Wait.
That
That one where he throws it up and then he like.
That wasn't an alley oop.
It says oh.
I think they mistaken that. He actually just passes the ball back.
Yeah.
Oh, does he? Because it literally says alley-oop.
It
so.
looks like it because
Yes.
in the picture,
Yeah, 'cause
James
he's
is like back here and
I mean, it's
stuff.
an
Look, hold on,
picture.
hold on.
It is
This-
awesome. It's an awesome picture.
I will say this is from Business Insider. Wait, is it? Yeah.
It's
So-
funny because most people do think that's an alley oop.
Yeah.
We got a good source here then.
Yeah, exactly. Next, Conor McGregor makes his boxing debut against Floyd Mayweather.
Oh yeah, I did pay for that.
Did you really?
Did you?
Me and my buddies all like pitched in. I think in LT and like
Oh, yeah.
so that was my brother-in-law. So we all pitched in money and watched it, which surprisingly lasted a lot longer than we expected.
Mhm.
So it wasn't the worst.
Right.
So
Number 48, Tim Tebow throws the miraculous overtime touchdown. That was a good one.
Yeah.
My mom was at that game actually.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
that's a good game to go to right
Yeah.
there.
Because
I'll root for Tebow any day.
right, no, I'll root for Tebow.
Yeah,
Also.
now he's a tight end. What is
Dude,
the
I
world?
hope-
He's taking passes from Trevor Lawrence.
He is ripped.
Okay, I saw an analyst go. It was like he just hates on Tebow.
He called him like he said he looked like a 7th grader out there. I was like,
I was like,
this ripped guy looks like a 7th
all the
grader.
comments like, dude, what Tebow are you looking at? That guy's bigger than most of the people on the team.
So there was that moment, but also it's just like it was one play, the first play in overtime. So like, and the whole stadium goes crazy. This one, 47, Zion's shoe explodes.
That's on there.
That's on there.
Really?
That's a stupid moment. He could have freaking hurt his leg.
Yeah, he could have. Yeah.
This one, 46, USA curling takes gold at the Winter Olympics. I don't know if you've seen that picture, but it's like it's the 4 guys that all look like dads. It's
Yes.
like, it's
Yes.
That's what I was referring to.
Curling, I love that. Yeah.
Yes.
It's what Pat was alluding to
Yes.
earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah. 45, Army defeats Navy for the first time in 15 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember that. Everyone, I mean, I didn't
Care much.
care
Right.
too much.
Right.
Yeah, but I remember some people were like, "Oh, what happened?" I'm like, "Great."
Always popping in on the game.
44, Curry hits the 3 from outer space to take down the Thunder. So that was that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know what play
hate
that one is.
moment. I was a Thunder fan at the time. So, you know how it be.
Yeah.
This one's
Seems
Ronda
like
Rousey.
a lot of bad sports moments happen against you.
Well, not a lot of good ones.
43, Ronda Rousey secures the armbar on Misha Tate.
Really don't care.
Don't care. Nothing against Ronda Rousey.
No,
Or-
no.
Nothing against women.
Nothing against women.
Nothing against women. I just
We're feminists here.
It's also
It's
what is it?
women's what UFC
Is it? Yeah.
or is it?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
UFC.
So.
Also, just it's funny how to see how Ronda Rousey was like a big name and then
And then she just dropped.
it's kind of it's like Conor,
fights and then like 8 seconds, and then she finally met her match.
right, and then it's like well then it's also like Conor McGregor too.
Yeah.
Kind of,
same
yeah.
thing.
Same career. It started off really good, and then now it's
His
just
leg
kind of like
snapped in half.
Yeah.
yeah, pretty much. Okay, the 42 Liverpool pulls off miraculous comeback in the Champions League semifinal. I don't even care about that.
Surprised I didn't have that in my top 10. You know.
Yeah, you know. 41 Jordan Spieth pulls off the shot of the decade at the British Open.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
That was a good one.
Love me some
Can
Spieth.
you describe it for me? Because I don't know what it's talking about.
Shot for shot.
Was that the one out of the sand?
Was it? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's the one out of the sand. He's had multiple out of the
He's
sand.
that's the thing. He's had a lot of good shots.
It says, it just says, eventually he found it, saving bogey there before storming through the final 5 holes to take the tournament.
Jordan
Well,
Spieth.
there's more,
You
but-
said the British Open.
The British Open in 2017, July
I wanna say
23rd,
it was out of the
2017.
sand, but I don't remember now.
Okay, I'll continue while you look it up.
Okay.
Number 40, Iceland shocks the world at Euro 2016. That one's pretty crazy because they don't have a very big population. Their population is only 350,000.
Wow.
So it's like Spokane's bigger, I think.
Yeah.
And
Why don't
they
you just get bigger, Iceland?
and they made it pretty far in the Euros and
That's crazy.
And they were in the World Cup last year.
Good for them. Good for them.
39
What?
UMBC takes down Virginia to be
Shoot, how do we not have that
yeah
on
the
list?
16 seed being the 1 seed.
We were at the NF concert.
Yes,
like we're following.
dude, that 16 seed being the 1 seed.
Oh my gosh. They're losing.
Right. Yeah,
That
I
was
totally forgot about
crazy.
that.
Like
Oh
that
my
never.
gosh.
That's never happened.
Right.
Who the
Yeah.
heck ever puts 16 being a 1 seed?
Exactly.
And somehow.
And that ruined everyone's brackets.
Yep.
Yeah,
everyone's
that
bracket
one's-
is right. Yeah. They were done
So-
after that.
Man, there's probably
But then
some more and
Virginia comes back and wins the championship next year.
Yeah. So, there's probably some more NCAA moments that we've forgotten.
There's plenty of
Yeah,
March Madness
definitely.
moments you could put.
But
in.
that one involved I'd put on my list too.
Yeah,
That's
a
crazy.
big one.
38, the Minneapolis Miracle that sends the Vikings to the NFC Championship game.
Hated it. Hate the Vikings.
So, 37, you got the U.S. women's national team dominates Thailand 13-0.
Wow.
Sweet.
So 13-0.
There's too many videos. It's hard to find the right
Too
one.
many chip-ins.
36, Loyola Chicago makes their Cinderella run to the
That
Final
was a
Four.
good one.
That's
Yeah,
pretty good.
that was a good one.
I
Yeah.
loved watching them.
And then and now they're not obviously not as good anymore. But
No, they played good in the last tournament too.
did they?
Yeah,
Oh,
they made it to Sweet
Gonzaga
16.
played them this year and destroyed them. Actually, I
I
don't
think
know.
they played. I think they made it to Sweet 16.
Yeah,
So,
probably. Yeah. So, but that was pretty cool to watch.
Yeah.
35. This one's a tennis one, so I don't know how much.
Skip it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll skip it. All right. 34. Odo Beckham. Oh, Odo Beckham makes the catch of the decade.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't really care.
Overrated.
He's had some tough luck, but
That was
Yeah.
a good catch, though. You
Yeah.
can't.
No, it was a
deny
great
it.
catch.
a great catch.
He definitely had stick him on, but.
Yeah, he definitely.
33. Klay Thompson's 37-point quarter.
Oh my gosh!
Is that the one where he only had 11?
I think that's a different one.
Oh, it's because there's the 11 dribble game
Maybe.
too.
I don't remember. Yeah, was it 11 dribbles? I thought it was like 7.
No, I think it's 11. I think it's.
Anyway, I know what you're talking about.
Yes,
Both those games are really cool.
I
Fun to
don't
watch.
follow basketball very much, so I don't.
but to score 37 points
in a
like
quarter
Is-
yeah.
yeah, that's awesome.
Number 32. Now I remember this one. Mario Manningham kills the Patriots with another unbelievable catch. So this one was the second time the Giants played the Patriots in the Super Bowl, and there's that sideline catch.
Mhm.
I don't know if you remember that one. But
I
that
have an honorable mention that I just thought of
Okay.
when the Dolphins beat New England.
Was the pitch
Kick
or
return with
yes,
the pitches
yes.
and stuff.
Gronkowski
Yes.
trips.
Oh, that one I just thought of that. I'm like, yep, that's
Yeah,
got to
that's
be an
good.
honorable mention. Just watch Patriots go down.
Oh, I see. There's so many good ones. Okay, this next one. Damian Lillard hits the game winner against Oklahoma. The OKC, yeah. What? Jordan.
Can we get a close up on that?
Yeah.
I have some bad luck.
No, that was a really good
I was
shot.
actually-
Over Paul George.
You know what's funny? I was following the game as at work, and I was actually sitting on the toilet. I was like, oh, what's gonna happen? Then I just
crap.
there jumps up and they like took the lead. I go, what the
Game's over.
I'm like, well, I'm getting out of here.
I gotta go home. I'm sick.
This one, Carly Lloyd, number 30, Carly Lloyd nets the fastest hat trick in World Cup history. It was the first 16 minutes.
Wow.
So that's actually pretty crazy in soccer. We have number 29, Andy Ruiz Jr. upsets Anthony Joshua to shake up the heavyweight division.
What's a hat trick?
3 goals.
3 goals in soccer. Or just
It's
score
3
3
goals
goals.
in a lot of sports.
Yeah, it's also hockey as
Hockey.
well. That's it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I was gonna say I've never heard of that.
Lacrosse. Lacrosse.
Yeah, I'm sure lacrosse.
Rugby?
Yeah, rugby maybe. Cricket. Just kidding.
kind of counting for.
I
Okay.
okay. Basketball all the time too. When you get 3 threes.
28.
Is that what the triple double is?
Yeah. 28. Jalen Hurts comes back to win the SEC championship. That was. Yeah.
No one
I remember
cares.
that.
Alabama.
All right. 27. Serena Williams and Naomi Osaka meet in the U.S. Open final. Tennis. 26. Deshaun Watson and Clemson take down Alabama in a national championship
Loved it.
shootout.
Yeah,
In
that
Alabama.
was.
Anytime I've
So,
seen
it was good to
Alabama
watch.
lose.
Like the Patriots.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. 25. Conor McGregor and Nate Diaz go for 5 brutal rounds.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I didn't watch.
That was
it, but I remember
2016. Kobe goes for 60 in his final game,
Yep.
number 24. 23. Derek Jeter hits a walk-off single in his final at-bat at Yankee Stadium.
it. I don't like the Yankees,
Yeah.
but I have mad respect for Jeter.
Yeah.
He was the captain.
Okay.
That was his nickname.
yeah.
He was a hell of a player.
Okay. 22. Linsanity. Jeremy
Dude.
Lin. Dude, watching Jeremy Lin go
that
to...
video.
Yes! I'll have to show you the video afterwards, but
Yeah,
there's
we're not gonna do
Jeremy,
that.
look, Jeremy Lin. That was like, well, it was. I think it was the same time as Tim Tebow too. Maybe.
I
Yeah.
just remember him. I don't know if I think he had a game winner on the Lakers when Kobe was playing.
Yeah, maybe. Because that was like an 11 game run. I think that he
It
was
was a
playing.
while ago, but yeah,
Yeah.
it was fun
This
to
was
watch.
20. Yeah, it was 2012. 21. Alex Ovechkin finalist of Stanley Cup.
It's Ovechkin.
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 Maybe. 20. Kawhi Leonard hits the rim 4 times to beat the Sixers in Game 7.
Dude,
That's a good one.
That was a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate Ben Simmons.
And then you're watching Joel Embiid cry.
Oh,
Um,
good moment.
All right, number 19. Leicester City wins the Premier League. Now this one you guys won't know, but this is huge underdogs.
No,
They
I
have
know.
5,000 to 1. This is a 5,000 to 1 odds to win the
Jeez.
English Premier League for soccer.
Okay.
5,000 to 1 odds. and they won the league, basically.
I think I heard about that, actually. For real.
I saw a TikTok about it, how it's a bit bigger upset than the Miracle on Ice. So if anyone ever is like interested, look that up because that's actually a pretty big upset. 18, Conor McGregor knocks out Jose Aldo in 14 seconds.
Yeah, that's always fun to watch. Oh, I paid all this money.
I paid all this money, and it's gone. 17, Patriots erase the 28-3 lead to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You know, I can only imagine
that one.
Yeah, I can only. Yeah. 16. Oh, Landon Donovan saves the United States with a stoppage time game winner. That's soccer. The World Cup.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, that was a good one. Do you actually remember?
No.
Gosh dang it. I thought you would. Well, whatever. That was actually a really good one though. 15. Simone Biles dominates the 2016 Olympics.
Who's that?
She's.
I'm kidding. Don't.
You know what? I'm
Embarrass
tired of your
yourself.
sarcasm.
Turn off your mic.
You're done.
All right, 14.
Turn off yours, too.
Tua takes over to lead a national championship comeback. 13. Usain Bolt proves he's still the fastest man alive. It's pretty
The
crazy.
fact that Tyreek Hill thinks
They
he can beat
could
him
beat
right
Usain
now.
Bolt.
Even right now, like I know he's older, he'd still get smoked by Usain Bolt.
I'd have to see it. I have to see the race. I mean, I'm not going to say that Usain Bolt's fat, or I mean, it had to be happening in their prime. It's hard to do, but then.
Okay, if it happened in their prime, then definitely
Usain Bolt would win. Yeah.
I would say even right now.
But even right now, I'd just be interesting because Usain Bolt, I don't know how old he is, but it's been a couple years now since he's done the running and all that stuff. So it's like, how much is he in shape? And then.
Yeah,
Give him a week.
So, give him
a week.
This one's number 12 is a horse one, so I'll skip over that. It just says
Wait,
what
go
is it?
back.
What is it?
American
Come on,
Pharaoh wins the Triple Crown.
Dude,
Yeah.
Get outta here.
Triple Crown.
that's my favorite.
Okay,
love horses.
number 11. Alex Honold free solos El Capitan. Why have I heard of that?
Oh yeah.
It says,
Water.
quite possibly the greatest athletic achievement of the decade, Alex Honold makes history with his free solo climb of El Capitan in 2017.
That's a mountain.
So, yeah, he climbs.
Is that what it is?
I said, oh yeah, my favorite. That's water polo.
Yeah, he said, yeah, I heard that. Anyway,
I think that's a mountain.
so yeah, it's a mountain. He climbed it with a free solo climb, so he obviously wasn't hanging on anything.
I think, that's a movie.
Yeah, it is. There's a documentary.
That's what it was.
It's called Free Solo.
Yeah. What?
Number 10,
Water
number 10,
polo.
Abby Wambach scores miraculous last gasp header. Okay, so number 9, Villanova wins national championship at the buzzer.
Oh yeah.
That's a good one.
really good one.
8, Eagles complete the Philly special to help win Super Bowl 52.
That was a fun Super Bowl.
That was a
It
fun. That was a fun
yeah, it
Super
was
Bowl
fun to
watch.
watch.
I feel like that's a little overrated.
Right.
Well, that's past decade. It's a cool play. I feel like it's an overrated moment in sports, but it's a cool moment.
Yeah, it should be higher.
7, Tiger Woods wins the Masters. This was 2019.
Yeah.
See, me and Luke had that on there.
Yeah.
I would
Why
like.
wasn't it on yours?
I would like
Look,
to.
I ain't no a golf fan.
I would like to correct myself for what I said earlier. I said 2018, not 2019. I
said
apologize.
2019.
No, you said 20. I'm pretty sure you
Did
said
I say it? I thought I said 18.
Now you've made the mistake of saying
Nah,
No.
now you overcorrected.
Pat, edit this out. Make me
I think
sound
every-
intelligent.
I think
I'm
every-
the audio editor.
I think
Edit this out.
I think every guest has come on and be like, hey, cut that out, but then
Yeah.
I was trying to avoid it, but I made
Yeah,
myself
If
look
you
like
say
a
cut
fool.
it out, I won't cut it
yeah,
out.
yeah. Number 6, Sergio Aguero saves the title for Manchester City. That's a popular moment in sports, but you guys probably know it. Number 5, soccer. 5, Ray Allen hits desperate 3 to keep the Heat alive against the Spurs.
Yeah, that
Good
was
moment.
Good one.
that was a good one.
Number 4, Malcolm Butler interception. That's all I'm gonna say.
Should have
It
skipped
was a
it.
great moment.
Why?
Shut up, Jordan.
I'm actually surprised it's not number 1. I'm gonna be real. Of the decade. Okay. Number
Yeah.
3, Chicago Cubs break the curse.
Yep.
2, LeBron James seals the 3-1 comeback
Yep.
with the chase down block.
That's number 1.
Number 1. Oh, okay. Auburn wins the Iron Bowl with the kick 6.
Dude, I remember watching that.
Yeah, I
remember
That
that
was
one.
hilarious. Do you know what that one is? That's the field. That's
it
the,
sounds
the long field goal up.
Yeah, anytime you
Those
get to watch
returns.
Alabama lose,
Yes.
it is a great moment. And this is like, oh, we might be able to make this. Dude, they literally kick it, catches it in the end zone.
Oh, and then
Flips
runs
it
it back.
all the
Yeah,
way
I
back.
remember that.
Yeah.
Now, yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, my dad was freaking
Yeah.
out. He hates Alabama. I mean, most people hate Alabama.
Yeah.
Alabama is, it's Alabama.
They're literally, like you said, the Patriots of college football.
Right.
Except I think they're more dominant, but
Yeah. Patriots have their years.
Final thoughts. I did
Yeah,
have
they're like
others.
20 years.
There was something I thought of while we were talking. I thought of another Olympic sport, capture the flag. Why can't that
Oh,
be? a thing?
dude,
Why
that
can't
would be so fun to watch.
Yes.
That or
Dude,
ultimate
sharks and
frisbee.
minnows.
Ultimate frisbee.
Ultimate frisbee
Yeah, wait, how
would
is
be good.
ultimate frisbee not a
Yeah.
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 Ultimate frisbee.
Disc golf.
Hey, disc
Yeah.
golf.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I like playing disc golf.
I can't throw a disc golf, so I'd
That's fine.
lose
Neither
that
can
one.
I. That's why I want to watch people.
But yeah, any final thoughts or anything on lists and stuff like that? Sports are great, basically.
Hot dog eating contest.
I'm kind of surprised.
Dude,
USA would win it every year with
Joey Chestnut.
Joey Chestnut.
That
It's
dude.
still surprising that he's still like this. It's almost like a tradition. Like, okay, turn on Joey. Let's see it.
Yeah,
See
to
him
break
running
his
up.
own record
Yeah.
every year. Like,
He's
Dude,
eating one
what?
more this year, but it'll be cool.
He's just sitting there. I can't do it again.
did he,
All of America is watching you.
I'm just like, what is it like? Where do all the hot dogs go? You know, did they throw them all back up at the end? Because like that's a lot of hot dogs.
Do they?
I don't think so.
I
That would
mean,
be terrible.
I've heard something
I'm
where
just like trying to like, what did he like get like 70 hot dogs this year? Something like that. And I'm just like, dude. How do you
I think
finish those?
so. I've
Built different.
I haven't done much research as far as like
Simple.
the eating contest, but they do a lot of training for
Oh,
them.
they-
I mean, obviously, but the training is pretty intense, and they do it like year round too. It's not like he just does it like the week before, or, like
Yeah.
before.
He's like, oh, that's coming up. I better
it's
start.
like I better start getting ready to eat all the hot dogs. Anyway, I guess that will wrap us up for another episode of the Rankaholics podcast. You can follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Rankaholics.
What are you crying for? What was that?
One of our shortest episodes.
Yeah.
If you watch YouTube, you're gonna see me make a bunch of faces.
Right, yeah. Oh, yeah.
this-
oh,
yeah,
also,
tune into the
now we have
YouTube video.
Well,
Yes,
we
I-
do. I mean, you do.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
a part of this too much, but still.
Yeah, we put out our first full-length feature film.
By the way, you
Yes.
guys missed it earlier, but I'm their first sponsor, so
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
he's paying us $5
$5 a month.
every day, actually.
Oh, okay. Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
I actually
Every
do
day.
$5.
Are you kidding?
I don't see it in my Venmo account.
I'm on a budget now.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, so you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Rankaholics. Go to the Apple Podcast app, leave us a review and a 5-star rating if you enjoyed what you've listened to.
If we get 50 reviews, John Luca will eat a jalapeno.
Only
Hey,
John
it's just
Luca.
me now, so if we get to 50 reviews, you can watch me suffer,
Wait, what's
pretty much.
you're gonna eat a jalapeno?
I'm gonna eat a jalapeno.
Why
I'll
don't you
eat-
eat, why don't you eat a
how about
habanero and make it difficult?
We're working up. to
We're
that.
working up there. So look,
You don't like spicy. You don't like spicy
Hold on,
food.
tell
That's
him the thing
right.
about the hamburger
Oh, wait, you mean the steak?
or the steak. Yeah, he put pepper on it. I'm like, did you add spice to this?
I literally add pepper on the steak, and he's like, this is probably.
What is mayonnaise spicy too? Come on, man.
Don't get me started.
Dude, sometimes I see him drink water. I think it's like spicy for real.
Anyway, you can follow me at Greenhawks11 on Instagram. Jordan, if you wanna.
You can follow me, Jordan Italian on Instagram.
Is that how you say your last name?
Yeah, Italian.
No, it's Little Italy.
Lillian.
Little Lillian.
Yeah, so that's pretty. Follow me on Snapchat too.
And you can follow Pat PJ Draymond. Yep.
You can follow me, but I better not catch you.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I don't got anything, so
this
you
was-
can try, but it won't work out for you.
He'll just be in the background of our.
I'm
pictures
public
and
now,
stuff.
so if you follow me, I probably won't follow back.
Oh, okay. Anyway, this was a fun episode.
thinking.
Hope you guys had fun.
It was fun. I love sports. Love you guys. It was a good time.
All right. And that'll wrap us up. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye.